First of all, I would like to congratulate the President of Ghana for having accepted Badea to host their 50th anniversary here in Accra today. It's always a pleasure to come back to Accra, Ghana, which is the financial hub for our continent. When it comes to doing business in Africa and the development of Africa, Africa presents so many opportunities. But today, the fundamental challenge we have is around infrastructure. We need to have infrastructure to disenclave our continent, to enable free movement of goods and services across the continent. This entails first energy. We have vast resources of solar, hydro, and renewable forms of energy. We need to tap into this energy to be able to power our development. So I believe that the primary change needs to come by improving the production of energy, by improving the transmission of energy, and by using new technologies to be able to do that. The second most important thing is the infrastructure linkages across the continent. This means the roads and rail networks that will facilitate intra-African movement of people, of goods and services. And intra-African movement will now relax and create new opportunities to move agricultural products, new markets, to create employment for the youth, to create new innovation around transfer of knowledge and technology from one area to another one. And finally, the third most important critical issue is our financial infrastructure. First of all, the access to credit still remains very, very challenging for large, most small and medium-sized companies across the African continent. It is always a challenge because of high interest rates, lack of financing. If you put all the development banks in Africa together, how much capital do you think they have to meet Africa's increasing demands in terms of infrastructure? I think that African institutions and Africans need to find African solutions to solve this problem by working hard to bring down the cost of credit, by trying to improve and mobilize resources across the continent, by also trying to improve financial payments or payment systems across the continent, where we can use our own domestic and local currencies to be able to trade and reduce the cost of transactions on the continent. The Arab Africa Financial Consortium, or the Arab Africa Trade Bridge, is a fantastic opportunity. This platform will facilitate foreign direct investment, create opportunities for new projects to be financed, tap into the vast wealth of public sector and private sector funding that exists in the Gulf, to be able to channel that into projects on the African continent. So we think that this initiative is quite important because most of the investors from the Gulf don't actually understand the continent and don't actually know how to invest in the continent. So by channeling their funds or their investments through this Arab Africa Financial Consortium, will facilitate more development, will facilitate and attract more investments coming into the African continent. To take advantage of this opportunity, that is why we have come together as seasoned African professionals and experts to set up a conglomerate in the UAE, which is called Premier Invest, a strategic specialist financial advisory firm. Premier Invest is helping both governments, state-owned enterprises, financial institutions, small and medium-sized companies to be able to unlock the capital which exists in the Middle East to support their projects in Africa.